you only need one lens to shoot a movie. Well, I think so anyway. And in fact, if you look at adolescents, that's proof of the theory. They use one single lens. They use the Cooke SP3 32mm t2.4. So again, like I said, you only really need one lens. Anyway, I don't shoot movies, I shoot stock video. But typically when I'm doing a shoot, I would just use one lens. When I had the zoom lens by DZO, the Pictos Zoom, I would be able to obviously change focal lengths on the fly. But with the Blackmagic Pyxis, the way that the body is shaped, it's very difficult to use a zoom lens on the RS series of gimbals that I have previously been using and continue to use. Maybe if I had something like the Ronin 2, then you could use a zoom on that. But on the RS2, 3, 4 and 4 Pro, etc., it's almost like a lost cause. So I have to use a smaller lens, a prime lens. And so I say all that to say that I wanted to try out the Blazar Mantis 1.3x anamorphic lenses to see what they were like. And because I wanted to see what it would look like on the Pyxis 12K, I tried it out on the Blackmagic URSA CINE 12K to see what that was like. I used the same three lenses by Blazar, the 35mm, the 50mm, and the 75mm. Put them onto the URSA CINE 12K, which is the same sensor as the Pyxis 12K, and also the Pyxis 6K. The thing that really interested me about the Blazar Mantis 1.3x lenses is the fact that they are anamorphic and anamorphic. Let me explain. Basically what that means is they actually use anamorphic lens elements to give you that anamorphic squeeze, but they also use an oval iris, which gives you an oval bokeh. So they actually fake the amount of compression that you get from the lenses so that it looks more like a 2x anamorphic even though it's a 1.3. So the advantages of having a lower anamorphic squeeze plus oval iris over just having an anamorphic lens in the traditional sense would be increased sharpness, closer focus capabilities without using a diopter, lighter lenses usually because there's less glass elements that you need to create the same amount of distortion, less distortion and focus breathing, better sensor efficiency, easier post-production workflows, and compatibility with spherical shots. So you have more compatibility because one of the disadvantages gives you one of the advantages, if you see what I mean. Okay, well, one of the disadvantages is that you have a less pronounced anamorphic character. Example, the flares and bokeh are more subtle. And also, the final disadvantage is it's not ideal for ultra-wide cinematic aspect ratios unless you're using a wide sensor or you're cropping. So, with all of that said, what does the image look like? So stick around till after the break and let's find out. So I hope you found value in this video. If you did, it would be great if you could like, subscribe, share in your Facebook groups. And don't forget, you can also pick up the heavy duty gimbal L bracket at my website motionpicturehardware.com if you still want to build your creator rig. It's not too late. And you can also pick up other accessories like the LiDAR bracket to enable you to mount your DJI LiDAR in a better position than you can with the current bracket that ships with it. And finally, you can also have a look at some of the Pyxis accessories that I have online if you'd like to get some premium Pyxis accessories. So thanks again for watching. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay lucky, stay blessed.